Hello, I'm Falling Forever Upward, and today I'm going to LP Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Sonic is one of my favorite game series of all time, if not my favorite game series of all time. And let's get started. The first zone of the game is Green Hill Zone. There's really not much else to say. There's a lot of green hills in it. And really, there's not much to say. Most people watching this probably heard the music, and if not seen this zone. Rings are pretty much everything in this game. They're technically your shield, your health, and your way to get into special stages. If you get hit, you lose all your rings. If you get hit without rings, you die. You can pick up rings you've lost by getting hit, but I believe it's a max of 20. If I get hit right now with 58 rings, or 68, I cannot collect all 68. I believe it's either 20 or 10 rings. Depends on the game. And right now I just jumped in the special stage ring. You need 50 rings at the end of the act to get into it. And this is a special stage. I am not good at these, that's why you might have noticed that save stated. And I don't like these. They're a little bit ramen-inducing. And I find them a little bit uncontrollable. The goal of this special stage is to get the Chaos Emerald. And see those goal, things, don't touch them. They say the goal, but they're kind of lying. That will end this special stage, and you will not get the Chaos Emerald. There are 6 Chaos Emeralds in the game, which in later games there will be 7, but for this game there is only 6. In every zone there is 3 acts, and you can only get to the special stages in the first and second acts. There are 6 zones in the game. So you have 12 tries to get all 6 Chaos Emeralds. The third act of every stage has a boss. Oh wait. I believe you can't get the special stages in the final act, so you only have 10 acts to get all 6 Chaos Emeralds. And here, also you can roll through special blocks like that one, and here's a shield. I also just hit a speed up thing. The speed up thing speeds you up. It also speeds up the music. The shield is kind of like, it's literally a shield. You get an extra hit without losing your rings. And I just got the invisibility power up too. This makes you invincible, and allows you to stand on spikes like that. To get on me to jump on them, which I've probably done a million times by now in this video. And, oh, I almost missed this special stage ring, but I got it. Also, at the end of each stage, if you jump around, you can get a bunch of bonuses. The only real point of score is to really get continues, and continues, pretty much. If you collect 50 rings in a special stage, you get a continue. If you collect 100 rings in either a regular act or a special stage, you get an extra life. If you get 50 rings in a regular act, you don't get continue. The art blocks in the special stage, reverse the way the stage rotates. The up and down blocks change the speed of how the stage rotates. The star blocks bounce you around like a spring. And I believe that's it. Also, the little diamonds that block your way to the Chaos Emerald, to destroy them you just have to touch them. Takes longer to destroy others, some more than others. It really depends on the color. I'm not sure what the order of color is, though. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. That's another reason why you can get kind of a little bit stuck. Almost touched the goal. Um, our main protagonist is Sonic. To give you a little bit of information about him, he is blue, of course. He's a hedgehog, as the title of the game suggests. And he runs super fast. I believe his age in this game is 16, I think. And later games it get changed to 15. I don't think that's till Sonic Adventure though. I believe in this stage I show off a glitch that only happens in Sonic 1. It's the spike glitch. And I tried going for that, but I eventually give up. Oh yeah, checkpoints. I passed it, but checkpoints look like that, and they pretty much act as checkpoints. Here's an upper route. There's multiple routes in this stage, and they all kind of... Upper routes, quicker, but they're kind of more difficult to stay on. You have to do some platforming on them. And that rotating spike ring is really difficult for me to do, and I usually get hit during that. But as you see, there's two routes. There's the upper route, but I'm determined to take this lower route. And there we go. I believe it's coming up. Yeah. As you see, I bounced between. I lost my shield, then I lost my rings, then I lost my life. That's the spike glitch. And I believe we're coming up to the boss right now. I had to cut game back to where I was. And here's the first boss of the game. The antagonist of this game is Dr. Robotnik. He's trying to roboticize all the animals in the forest and destroy the land. This boss fight is really easy. Just stay in one of the corners to avoid the balls and jump up and hit him. You can get a couple hits at the beginning when he comes down. A couple free hits. And that's the first boss. At the end of each stage, there's one of these that release all the animals in the level. I believe at 50 points you get a continue. It's either 50,000 or 100,000. I'm not sure. The second stage of the game is Marble Zone. I really don't like this stage. It's kind of annoying, mainly because of the lava. And here's a new enemy. I haven't grabbed any of the other enemies, but this one's kind of special. Caterpillar, right around the screen, is a special enemy because you cannot attack it by just jumping on it. You either have to jump directly on its head, now one of the other body parts, or you have to roll through it. If you hit any of the other body parts, you get hurt, and also it'll explode into a bunch of pieces, and the spiky pieces can also hurt you again. I don't like Marble Zone mainly because it's really slow, and I typically fall in the lava a lot. Also, if you're able to bounce on multiple enemies without touching the ground, you'll get more points as you keep bouncing on multiple enemies. And I push that block to open the switch, which, if you push it back all the way to the other direction, you're kind of stuck, so don't do that. I did that on my first run of this game. This section is kind of annoying if you don't know which blocks are going to fall. You have to take it slow, otherwise you'll get crushed, or you'll fall in the lava. Don't jump into the bottom of these, of course, because there's spikes on it. As you notice, the acts of Marble Zone are taking a lot longer than Green Hill Zone. Marble Zone is one of the slower zones in the game. The slowest zone is Labyrinth Zone, which I really hate. It can go die in a fire, or it can go die in Marble Zone. I see, I just got hit by the remains of the caterpillar. Also, all the enemies in this game are robots with animals inside them. Animals power them. And this section's kind of annoying because it's really slow. This is a lot of people hate Labyrinth Zone, which I do too. But a lot of people say Labyrinth Zone is the slowest zone in the game, but I say Marble Zone is probably the slowest. I hate Labyrinth Zone more though because it has water in it, and you'll see why water isn't good in Sonic games. And here we have the physics-defying lava, as it watches as it does not seem to move. Oh, now it moves somehow. It has a mind of its own. Watch out for the spikes here. Of course, I get hit. And if you notice, I got hit a lot in this zone. And if you also didn't notice, I did not get the special stage in Act 1, mainly because I did not have 50 rings. Also because I'm terrible at Marble Zone. Watch out for the spring; it will send you backwards, and if I had hit it, I would have died. Up here, I'm going to show off another glitch that happened because I believe it's right here. I jumped off that, but I didn't roll into a ball. Didn't go into ball form, which happens usually when you jump. This is kind of why I hate Marble Zone, because there's so many slow bits that you just get bored. Because if I'm playing Sonic for fun, I usually can get like through Green Hill Zone, but Sonic 1. If I get through Green Hill Zone, but then by the time I get to Marble Zone, I'm bored. I get bored of Marble Zone and kind of go play something else. And there's 2 ring boxes, which will get me to 49 rings, 1 ring away. I do get the special stage in this zone, and I do have a little bit of trouble with this one. You'll see. How about some fun facts about Sonic? When the game was first being made, the producer of the game, in the initial beta, thought it was so fast that it was getting nauseous. So the game was slowed down. Also, in beta versions of Sonic 1, Green Hill Zone, which was the first stage made, and the one with the most work on it, had 8 layers in the background, which seems unnecessary, and it probably was, which is why in the final version it does not have a lot. Also, in the Japanese version of Sonic 1, which was released later than the American version, in Green Hill Zone, the clouds move. In the American version, they do not move. There's a special stage free. This one, it's entirely in one room. You don't have to move around, but it's in a thick wall of padding, thick diamond padding, so it takes a while to do. Also, if you lose that special stage, when you go into the next special stage ring, you'll go to you won't repeat the one you failed. You go into the next one. You repeat it when you clear the other special stages. And if you noticed, I died in this act. I've actually had to edit out a couple deaths. It's also why I'm doing this as post-commentary, because it would go really bad in live commentary. Also, I have trouble speaking while I'm playing. Do not get... These pillars right here can crush you, so be careful. Also, these blocks, if you hit them all, the more you hit in a row, you get more points. You have to roll here to break these blocks because it's too small to jump. A kind of being a marble zone is riding on blocks. And it's super slow and I really don't like it. But I probably mentioned that before. And if you notice, we spent the majority of this video is going to be marble zone. This act especially, I believe this act takes me 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, secret area here. There's an extra life here, and then you go over here, and here we go. Here. Also, you can stand on the side or jump into the side of spikes, and they will not hurt you. There's actually a GBA port of Sonic 1 that sucked, called Sonic Genesis, and that game, besides being laggy and the game being zoomed in so it's kind of hard to see where you're going, you could not jump in the side of spikes and you'd get hurt. Also, the music in that game sucked. Weirdly, it was the worst quality than it is here on the Genesis version. I got a little bit lost here. I eventually figured out I actually had this fell down, so I had to go back and take another ride on these moving lava blocks. Also, something that is in Sonic 1 that is not in other games is a speed cap. There's a limit on how fast you can go while running. However, there is not a speed cap on when you're rolling. In Sonic 2, they fixed that so that there's no speed cap on your running. And in Sonic 3, they fixed something that was in Sonic 1 too, speed cap on when you're in the air. Here we are at the first boss. Try to notice me go down from 1 ring to 0. I died on this boss, unfortunately. But this boss is pretty much hit him when he's coming over to your side, jump off. By then, as he shoots lava onto wherever you are, jump off, because by the time he's shot, you see it kind of lingers. It disappears after a while. And that's the end of that boss. Each boss takes 8 hits. And that's the end of Marble Zone. That's also the end of this part. Please watch part 2, which I'll have up tomorrow. I'm falling forever upward, and goodbye.